Ah, all right, we're live, and we're live. Welcome back, you Inglorious Bastards of Magnificent. It is I, Doc Camo, and we're back again for another thought of the day, the time of the day where I give you my thoughts on random subjects. And we've been doing this for a couple times. I got a bunch of them that are like 3 to 6 to 7, maybe 8 minutes long, and I wanted to push it out to a full length podcast. But so we've been doing that the last 2 days. This is the third of this series, and we're going to try and keep it going one every day, 30 minute podcasts. And today we're going to go over the role of the government, and we're going to cover what government is. We're going to cover the separation of branches of power in our American government. I mean, if you're not American, your government might work slightly different. Um, I'm sorry, I can't help you. And we're going to go over like the purpose of the government and like which order of priority you should place government officials and stuff, because we got this all ass backwards here in America, and it's resulting in serious, serious problems. The divide is getting ridiculous. People think that the government's supposed to provide for their like safety and give them money and stuff, buy for their like that's not what they're supposed to do. I know it says to provide for the general welfare. That's our union. Our union provides for the general welfare, but that's not the federal government. But we'll get into that. Um, so we're doing this for free. I know it's tough times, so I'm not asking you to pay for it or anything. It's getting out for free. But if you can like, share, and subscribe at all these social media platforms down here, or whatever your preferred platform, and you could be on one of the listening platforms like Spotify, iTunes, or Amazon, or whatnot. If it's the case, please like, share, follow, send a review, or whatever the function there is. And I really review. It takes 5 minutes, and it really helps boost us up in the rankings, which gets us shown to more people, which gets us seen more, and it helps us beat the censorship machine because we're already booted off Facebook and Twitter, and YouTube's probably coming because they've been age restricting some of my content. And well, we're talking about rights, but you're going to age restrict it. Um, so yeah, we got to beat the censorship machine. And if you're not on hard times and you really want to help, you can donate to our Subscribe Star or our Patreon, $5 a month, and you can actually get early access to the thought of the day. Not the thought, the early access to our other podcast. That's on point. Instead of waiting Mondays at 9 p.m., you can get it on Saturdays around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You don't have to wait to get it. You could just get in early. The $5 helps us. All that money gets funneled back into help building the studio and help improving all of the content there for you. That $5 doesn't really equate to this yet, but I think we can do another tier for this that'll allow you to pick a subject that I'll give you my thoughts on. Uh, we have to get this going and make sure that we can get a good podcast going every day before I look into that. But I look into that. We also want to maybe get a merch store going. Maybe because of comments, we have some type of raffle for shirts. Oh, we gotta talk to Ken about that, and we'll figure it out. But now it comes to the time of this podcast. I know some of you, for most podcasts, especially on YouTube and stuff, like the most people that watch it aren't people that are subscribed. It's new people that have recommended it. So if you're new, as I said, I'm Doc Camo. No, I'm not a doctor. I was a medic in the United States Army. They call us Doc. I served both Iraq and Afghanistan. I was injured in Afghanistan, and I was medically retired. I have a degree. I dropped my pen. I like having it in my hand. It helps me focus. But I was medically retired from injuries received in Afghanistan. I have a degree in environmental studies, and I like talking about the economy. I like knowing how the world's working. I like knowing the news, like the world things. And I figured the best way I can help the world is by sharing all that information with you and creating these little messages where if I don't know about something, I can learn more about it with you. And if I do know something about it, I can share my knowledge to you guys so you guys know about it. And subjects that I think is important, like the role of government. I don't think people know that, like how the government's supposed to work the real way. I really I don't see people think people fundamentally misunderstand the role of the government, and that needs to change. So the last one I told a story about I was in Iraq and I told a story about a rocket. So I was in Germany once and I was drunk getting a ride back. We got a ride back from the sergeant major who gave us a coin. We thought we were, but he understood, and it is what it is. I don't suggest hitchhiking in a foreign country. We lucked out and got another U.S. soldier, but it could have been far worse. And it's just a small story. My When we found out it was the sergeant major, like my buddy almost pissed himself. We thought he was going to tell our unit or whatnot, but we got a coin and the challenge coin out of it. So he kind of no, he said he'd been there before and he gave us a ride. It's not much more to say that. It's not as exciting a story as the one I told in the last podcast, but it is a story about me and my service.